Hey there, Miles Berdache here to let you know it's another beautiful day in paradise and the perfect day for you to refine your visual message and fully own your fierceness. And I can help you do that. Today we're going to be talking about how to select the right foundation shade and how to color correct any discoloration on the skin to create that flawless canvas. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, my name is Miles Berdache, and I've been a professional makeup artist and hairstylist for commercial, print, TV, and film for over 30 years. I've added my expertise for visual messaging to many top name brands, popular TV shows, and many celebrity clients. Now, however, I'm expanding my brand and working more one-on-one with influential women such as yourself who have a media presence, and I'm educating them on how they can get lights, camera, flawless at a moment's notice without ever bringing in a professional to do it. So, how do you choose the right foundation shade for your skin? Well, having not met you, that's a pretty tricky question to answer because there are many ways to match and select the right foundation shade. Ultimately, for today's purposes, I'm going to assume that we're talking about natural light, everyday makeup. However, when we work together, the application and the process might change a little bit depending on the lighting package that you're using for your videos. However, like I said, for today's purposes, I'm going to assume that we're matching for natural light, everyday makeup. So if your skin tone is pretty consistent in the neck and head area, you're going to blend your foundation to this part of your neck. The reason that I like doing that is a couple of reasons. One, you don't ever want that line that you see many women having. That's kind of a generational thing because of the types of foundations that they used to use in the past. But our foundations have become much more sophisticated, much more tone oriented, so we can get that more exact skin match with today's foundation choices. The other reason is if you're blending to this area of your neck, you're not going to have to bring your foundation all the way down, and you're going to be saving getting any kind of makeup residue on your clothing. Now, with that said, another way that you can match is if you use your hands a lot for your video, you can also match to this part of your arm if your body is considerably lighter than your face and neck. There are color correction techniques that I'm going to show you here in just a minute with the color wheel on how you can lighten that darker discolored skin tone on the face and neck to bring in those lighter tones that are more consistent with your body coloration. Now, if you are one of those people who tan your body and not your face, I do not want you matching your foundation color to the darker tones of your body from tanning, because that's going to age the skin and make it look a little more dry, a little more leathery, if you will. I hate using that word, but it's true. So what I'm going to have you do is still match to this part of your face where you're not tanning, and we're going to bring those golden tones in with more contouring techniques, bronzing techniques, blush techniques to color match that darker body tone and bring those tones into the face. So now to the color correction. I'm going to show you my little color wheel here, but I warn you, the little green areas are the same as my backdrop because I'm using green screen. So anything that shows up green actually is matching my my backdrop. So I think that's kind of funny. So the reason I'm showing you this color wheel is for color correction. Now, if you are familiar with any art techniques, this is going to make total sense to you. If you're not so used to doing any kind of art projects, this is going to be kind of taking you back to your elementary color wheel education that you might have gotten in your elementary days. So red, yellow, blue are the three main colors of the color wheel. Those are the three colors that are in everything. They're called primary colors. Red, yellow, and blue. They make up all of our skin tones, no matter how light or how dark we are. It's just a matter of how much of those three tones are in our skin, which is going to determine if we are more of a cooler shade, a warmer shade, or more of a neutral shade. So that's a little bit more advanced. I'm not getting into that today. What I'm talking about is more color correction. The reason that I bring up the color wheel is because everything's opposite is what corrects it. So if you have any red discoloration in your cheeks, either from the environment or some people just naturally get red flush a little bit more easy, they might have a little redness on their décolleté from the sun, they might have a little bit of redness in spots where acne is present, you can always take in a green tone to kind of minimize those red spots, red patches, red areas of the face and body to kind of erase, literally erase the redness on the face. Now, another thing that you can do with color correction is the darkness around the eyes. Many people complain about this, and the reason that we don't get it right in the department stores is because oftentimes, if you look at your concealer, it's most likely going to have a yellow undertone. That is assuming that the darkness that you're trying to erase is purple, and that most often is not the case. Most often, the color that we're trying to correct is blue. So what we would want to use is something with more of an orange base to it. Again, without seeing you and meeting you, I wouldn't be able to completely do the color correction process, but that is why when most women get a concealer at the department store and they get it home and put it on, it looks a little muddy, or it turns to like that ashy grayness around the eye, and that's because most likely 100% of the time it's because you're using a yellow toned concealer, and what you really need to be using is more of an orange toned concealer to conceal that blueness around the eyes. So that's just a little heads up on the color correction. I hope that helped. Again, if you are ready to level up your visual message and feel confident knowing that the image you're putting out is in total alignment with your brand, then let's have a conversation. Let me get to know you, get to know your message, see what you're currently putting out there, and show you how my area of expertise can elevate your message and ultimately your business. Again, my name is Miles Berdache, your personal makeup and image consultant. And remember, you do you. I'll help you look flawless doing it. Bye for now.